On our ship visit, we were able to find out some common problems of seafarers related to COVID-19 restrictions that often ignored by most common people. For most of us, we usually do not care about seafarers' problem. First, it's about seafarers' repatriation. Seafarers' repatriation cannot be processed this time. If there is an exemption, only limited to few of them. For most seafarers on board, they cannot go home even though their contracts already finished. The repatriations cannot be facilitated and their contracts will be extended indefinitely until further notice about COVID-19 restrictions. This also means they will be isolated for more days or more months. For us common people, we usually do not care about it. It's because we think they are still earning much and we do not know what the real situation on board. Their workforce is hidden from the world. Much we do not care about their feelings. The feeling of isolation, the feeling of loneliness away from home and their families for several months. And now, they will keep sailing to countries with high risk of coronavirus. And take note, they have no hazard pay. Their insurance and health security is also put to question. There are seafarers who are also stranded at the anchorage or at sea. They cannot go ashore due to these restrictions. They are exposed to danger and being isolated from the world. Second is about crew change. Most shipping companies cannot process crew change at the moment. It will be of high risk. Seafarers are affected by the lockdown and travel restrictions. A lot of them were stranded in capital cities like Manila and begging for help and attention. Several of them have signed on new contract but now put on hold and waiting for new schedule from the company or from the office. Since they do not get the job, they also do not have salaries. They cannot work from home. They are on contractual basis. If they are not on board, they do not have salaries. Several seafarers are on the waiting list since crew on board cannot be repatriated. Just to mention, the number one ocean carrier Maersk Line has suspended all crew changes aboard its container ships. It's because of border closure. Countries like Chile, Argentina, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Malaysia, Canada, Denmark, and the 27 nations of the European Union have temporarily closed their external borders to most foreign nationals, and the list of countries still growing rapidly. The third is about border closure. Border closure affects the crew repatriations and crew change. With the unprecedented lockdown in place, I'd like to mention about nearly 40,000 Indian crew across the world who are unable to reach home. Indian crew members are still stranded on cargo ships or on cruise ships across the world due to the coronavirus restriction. All are still waiting to be brought home. But how about the other nationalities? For sure, they are also in the same situation. The fourth is about the PPEs, crew testing, and quarantine of new crew. There are seafarers who are worried about not having proper personal protective equipment when exposed to ship visitors or stevedores and while at the port. Also, crew testing for COVID-19 is not priority. There are some ships managed to send new crew on board. This creates worries to some crew on board because they are not sure if the new crew might be a carrier of the virus. They ask if it is possible that the new crew will be required to undergo 14-day quarantine on board, but it seems this is impossible. The fifth is about certificate expiration, like a passport and other documentations. Some seafarers' seaman's book and other documents are expiring. They are worried about legal implications. But some good news about this matter, there are flag states and associate members now taking some considerations to extend expiration of seafarer certificates and validity. There are some effects to seafarers with regards to these problems. They might experience fatigue, stress, frustrations, and self and social isolation.